Thank you.
Let me know. Testing 1 2 3. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me. We're about to go live in 2 seconds. I'm gonna play a little intro. We got 504 brother in the house. Mr. 504 brother in the house. Testing 1 2 3. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, brother.
Okay, you in out. All right, you back in. Okay, we're just gonna we hear a little music while we're going. Let me know, could you hear the music in 2 seconds? Give me 1 second. Did you hear that background?
Yeah.
Can you hear that, brother? All
Yeah.
right. Give me 1 sec. All right. Give me 1 second. This is Peanut Nola 504, and we're about to go on and popping. We have an open panel today, so hopefully you guys enjoy today's live. It's Peanut Nola 504 in the house. How you doing, Mr. 504, brother? You can
What's up,
unmute
brother?
your. Yeah, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I do.
Today we have a serious open panel, and we're gonna really talk for the Mac J in the house. We got old let's see, mysteries. If I got it right, mysterious or something like that in the house. Um, We're going live, y'all. We're going live and I am so ecstatic. Thank you, Mac J, for showing up for one of the Beam Teamers in the house. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mac J in the house. That is a Beam Team phenomenal right there. And today we're gonna talk some stuff about, is Black Lives Matter really for us? I really want to know this. Is Black Lives Matter, is it really for the black community, or it is a publicity stunt? Well, let me say publicity stunt. I'm all screwed up in my mouth right now. But I really want to know to you guys. I want to ask you guys: do you really believe in Black Lives Matter? Does it really? Are these people really working for us? Are these people? Because I'm starting to watch. And give me a moment, y'all. Just give me a moment. We gonna talk some stuff. Hold on, 504 brother. Yeah, I'm back. Our, Today we want to talk about Black Lives Matter, and does it really works for us? Because I'm starting to see there's a lot of hands in the peanut gallery. There's a lot of hands. Let's think about the money, where the money is going. This money, the funds. What is Black Lives Matter to you? Okay, because when black people are killing themselves in Chicago, New Orleans, when they're killing themselves in Philadelphia, we don't see people lined up and shutting down highways. We don't see this. I want you guys to understand what I'm telling you, that we don't see the magnitude of the same when a white police officer is killing us. So I want to know, you don't see Black Lives Matter coming out in droves and having an outcry over black people dying. And I just want to know, am I tripping? Am I the only one seeing these things? Please, if you really want to give me your opinion, you are welcome to come on the panel. We're not going to talk over each other. I'm going to give everybody the absolutely truth today. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to talk. I am not going to talk over you. Don't talk over anybody on this panel. We want to know what's your opinion. My brother Alan Smith, thank you, my brother. We want to know because when we are killing each other and we are murdering each other, do we see that same outcry? Now, I want to introduce you guys to Mr. 504 brother. He's going to tell you a little bit of inside. And I'm going to let you talk, my brother. Go ahead, Mr. 50 brother.
Well,
Mr. 504 brother.
yeah, brother. Yeah,
Speak up loud for the
but
audience.
yeah, the fire, let me see, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
I
you hear
can
me,
hear you.
brother?
I can hear you well and clear.
Oh, what I was doing, all right, I was doing some research on the Black Lives Matter and like where the money and stuff go at. It's actually like it's funded by a white man. It's like a corporation. The Black Lives Matter is just like a front. So when you go and look up, if you go and look up the Black Lives Matter.com or .gov, and you click on honor, like when you want to donate the money to, it's gonna show a black screen. It's gonna go straight to blue lives. And when you go to blue lives, I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? So you start going through that, and you start going through them, looking, do your homework. It's going to the Democrats and people that it's, they're going to the white folks basically. It's going back in their pockets. And the money they donate and the money they paying these people to, man, that stuff is ridiculous, bro. It's sick what they do with the money, and they just using us as like prime example with George Floyd. Yeah, it was about George Floyd when he got killed, but when they came and infiltrated it, it made it about them, and they come, oh, donate to the Black Lives Matter, donate to them, help them do this, this, and this, and the people ain't doing none of the stuff with the money they said it was gonna help you with. It could be all good at the beginning with George Floyd, but when they come in, they take the attention off of what the matter is really at hand and take and throw it on Black Lives Matter. Because if Black Lives really matter, why you don't come out when black on black kill and say, okay, enough is enough, black on black? Why wouldn't just it just show up when the police come in and police kill somebody? You
You
see
know,
what I'm
it's
saying?
unbelievable. You know, it's unbelievable, my brother.
And
Could
that
you
black
mute
is
your
the
mic
Black
for a
Lives
second?
that is not for us, man. It's like it's a front. You see what I'm saying? They just using us as a like how say for instance, let me see, how can I put it in the simplest way ever? I can just say it. You just a face of the company. Put it like that. It's their agenda. Just like saying when they come, everybody trying to everybody trying to say all lives matter. This trans lives matter. All nah. They're taking the attention off what's really at hand. The Black Lives. My thing is, Black Lives not gonna never matter until they understand and value their own life. You see what I'm saying?
Mute,
And when you don't,
mute your
if you
mouth.
don't value your own life, nobody else life is gonna matter. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
If you can hear
And
me,
I really
my
don't,
brother,
I
mute
don't,
your
I really
mic for a
don't get
second,
behind the Black Lives
my brother.
Matter
My
shenanigans
brother,
because
if
if
you
you
can
look,
hear me,
you don't
mute.
have to take my word for it. Go look up.
I'll mute your mic. Um, I was trying to talk, but I couldn't get over. You know what I'm saying? So I had to mute your mic for a second. And what we have to understand in with this Black Lives Matter movement, we have to understand that I'm starting to see, like, when we were seeing a lot of the looting, we were seeing a lot of the looting going on and the activities that were
You
going
hear me?
on. We noticed that the yes, I can hear you. I muted you for a second because you didn't hear me. Um, what we don't understand is that these people are destroying our businesses out there. They are putting on masks. They are out here making a bad name for us. And they are blaming it on melanated people. Copper people are being blamed for the destructions that is going. Yes, we have black people out here that's disgusted and looting and doing other things, but they are truly blaming us. And I want to know, what is the real agenda to this? What is the real agenda? What do these people do? They have a hand in this? Are they making money in this? Are they, because when we had sisters that had a sister that died, she got shot. George Floyd was smothered to death by somebody's knee, and this has been going on for many years, and we're outcrying. And I have to have so much compassion for these people. Trust me, I have so much compassion for these people. But I want to ask you, you know, when you talk about, and young lady said the gay agenda, think about the gay agenda. They support, they get money when things are going on in their community. These people stand together. Now, when the melanated black gay person is not equal, if you are a gay black person, you don't have the same rights as a gay white. I want you to understand that. The crimes against a gay black person is not the same equal rights as a black person. And I want you guys to understand that. These agendas that are happening is not helping melanated people. These agendas are not helping melanated people. You really believe that they are on our side, that they are including us into something. We really believe that these people love us and that these people are out for our well being when they're not. These people, this is why I tell you, if we don't look out for our own, if we don't take and really look out for our own, we will not exist. We will not exist. They see black long before they see gay. And that's what they see black long before they see gay. This is what you got to understand, that you were born with melanated copper skin, and that is a crime against the nation. Your skin, your melanated complexion is a crime against the nation.
Yeah.
Where then you have being gay is a choice. You chose to be gay, but you don't have a choice to be black. You
Facts.
chose to be gay, but you don't chose to be black. Melanated people have to understand that we are the lowest of the low when it comes down to the demons out here. That you have to remember, at one time, they did not look at us as even a human being. They
Do you
did
feel?
not even accept us as as a human being. So why would they even classify you and give a care about your needs? Why would they love you? Why would they even care about you? These communities with pride, these people have a flag of their own. And I'm not taking a shot at the gay community, gay and lesbian community. I have nothing against these people. But when have they struggle become better than our struggle? When has it happened that when you have a strike against you for just being born a certain color, but you chose to live gay? You chose a sexual, that's your sexual preference. But they make laws and they protect your sexual preference, but they do not protect black lives. They do not, the Constitution was never written for you because the people that wrote the Constitution were gay too. Now, I hate to say that, but it's the truth. The people that wrote the Constitution were gay. They were raping, these were the same people that were raping our black men.
Yeah, that is
So of
true.
course their lives will matter more than ours because we was not even fit to be a human being. So
They
when you're
had to go.
not fit to be a human being, why would you think that they love you? I'm
They
gonna
had to
let you
go
talk,
back.
my brother, and so it's your turn to tell him to mute the mic. I'm gonna mute the mic so you can go on, brother.
Oh well, yeah. I was just saying though. I agree with you, brother Alex Plummer. That is true. But I was just saying though at the
Powerful.
same I was just saying though too at the same time though, bro. They considered us 3/5 of a man, so they had to go back and amend us to consider us even human beings, which is sad. And another thing to touch on, I was looking at all the police officers want to quit the force now because they some states are taking away the immunity that they have as a police officer. And my thing is, why would you get mad and upset if they taking your immunity your immunity away from you when you shouldn't have to be worrying about that from jump? Because if you put your uniform on, you go to work and you do your job the correct way, that should never be a problem at all. But see, the thing is, these older cops be having these little seniorities, this secret pack, their own little secret thing they got going on inside the police force. There's little thing that's called scratch my back, I scratch your back. Why you think they don't have a lot of these when these police officers be doing? Why you think these black cops don't never speak up and say nothing? Because they got their own little secret code inside the police department where you know you see something, you don't say nothing, man. You be all protected underneath this one little brotherhood thing. You see what I'm saying? And I don't have time for all that, what they got going on, because today we at war. Today time, it's open season on the black man, we at war. Okay, how you put it, it is what it is at the end of the day, bro. We have to change it ourselves. If we don't start with changing it ourselves, we ain't gonna never get it. Stop depending on the government to do for you. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to protect you. They're not going to. The only thing the government understands is loss of finances and loss of life. That's it. They're not going to depend. Don't depend on them for nothing. You won't change. You got to make change yourself. That's why I never got mad when they was looting and rioting. Hell, y'all business to y'all. They owe y'all for 400 years. This ain't nothing but just the beginning. You see what I'm saying? That's why I don't even get mad when they riding and looting, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? And stop. When I say stop depending on the government, just stop depending on them for to make them. Oh, we're gonna make a law. How in the hell? Some like you just say, being gay was a choice. So how can not taking shots at the black gay community or none of that? I don't have nothing against them. But my thing is, how is they gonna have more rights and more rights than a heterosexual man who was born as a man who is straight? How you gonna make them have more rights than us? It doesn't go like that at all, man. Then my skin complexion should not make you a threat. You see what I'm saying? My grandma always told me when I was born, she said, man, she said, grandson, I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is where you're gonna come up in, you have to be careful because you're born with two strikes on you already. And I'm like, what you mean, grandma? She was like, you don't understand it later. I never understood what she mean. What she meant, what she said. I'm like, wait, what you mean? She said, let me tell you something. In this life, you're gonna go up and be a man. But at the end of the day, you one, you black, and two, you a man. That's your two strikes right there. And then I had to let that sink in for a while after I got older, and now I see the color of your skin is a threat
Oh,
to people.
okay, I'm gonna mute your mic, and we're gonna let the
Yeah.
other caller come on in.
Hello.
I think that's purple in the house.
Yes,
Go
it
ahead on.
is. Hi.
Hello, next caller.
Hi.
Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear
Hi.
you.
Can
I'm
you
gonna
hear
mute my
me?
mic. Go ahead. You have the
I was
show. You
listening.
have the show. How you doing today? I'm going to mute my mic.
I'm good, thanks. Hello to the chat. I'm not really sure what the topic is right now, so I was just listening at this point because I'm still trying to figure out what our topic is for today.
Okay, the topic today we're talking about. We went back to the Black Lives Matter talk, which is Let's Talk Lost Tribes.
Hmm.
We're talking about the agenda of the Black Lives Matter. We're talking about the agenda of the Black Lives Matter. Are these real? Are these people out for us? Are they? or they have, we're kind of suspicious about this Black Lives Matter. Where's this money going? Where's the support for us? Where's it going? And a lot of us are getting very suspicious because when they were looting, there were a lot of Caucasian people that were out there breaking down, burning down restaurants, doing all kinds of stuff. So we're starting as a nation of people, indigenous people, we are very much suspicious of the Black Lives Matter. And this is what we're talking. So I'm going to mute my mic and we want to
Well,
get your take.
well, you should be. Um, how much can you truly, honestly say that the NAACP has done for people recently? I'll wait. Exactly. The reason why that is when you have other people contributing money to your movement, those people start to feel entitled to how that movement moves. That's why you have a lot of you have things like the NAACP, and yes, the Black Lives Matter movement has been effective, but you need to be mindful of who is supporting it because, like I said, when when we aren't doing things for ourselves and we allow other people to come in, it allows problems to come in. Because there's a lot of things where the whole point of fronting the Black Lives Matter movement is to control the narrative. That's what the white man has always done. Is he's infiltrated the the very thing that he was trying to take over. And if he can get the narrative to go his way, and this is not to say there aren't a lot of white people who are truly for us. I'm not speaking about those. I'm speaking about the ones that want to maintain the status quo, and they have they've used these measures before to maintain the status quo. And as long as people are not paying attention to their history, it can be done again to you. That's why it's so important that you know your history, because those who do not know their history are doomed to repeat it. And we have seen this played out time and time again, where there were people who infiltrated different groups that were set up to progress the movement of the original people of the earth. And then those movements got infiltrated, and they dissipated the energy. That's why you have like the talking heads, like the Al Sharptons, the Jess Jessens.
I don't know if we're getting a bad feedback. Is can everyone hear the caller? Can everyone hear the caller? Because I think I'm hearing a bad feedback. Could everyone hear the caller? Let me know. Could everyone hear the caller?
I can't really
Okay,
see.
you're breaking up. Could you come on? Could you log off and come back on? Because you're breaking up, and we got to get this right. Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Back to what I was saying. We're gonna have the two guests come back on. We had some technical difficulties. We want this to be loud and clear where everyone can hear the callers talk. We have an open panel, and I want you guys to understand this is not this is not a attack on gay people. I'm not opening up this panel to attack other people, but I am telling you the truth. I'm here to tell you the truth that something of a choice. These people have more of a right than your birthright, than the fact that you were born a certain way. You should not be penalized for being born with melanin skin, for being close to the sun. It should not be a penalty in your life for being the most high chosen people. And we have been treated and left out far too long. We have been treated and left out far too long. We then went from being called colors. Negro, indigenous, and now so-called African American. That's a problem, folks. It's a problem. They want you to vote. They want you to vote, but there's nothing we're getting back. There's nothing we're getting back. They want you to vote, but what are you voting for? And that's the thing I want to understand. And we're gonna go back to the caller that was talking, which is purple, and I'm gonna mute the mics. And that's the thing I want to understand. And we're gonna go back to the caller that was talking, which is purple, and I'm gonna mute.
Okay. Okay. What I was saying was that when you have other people infiltrating your movement, when you're getting funds from people outside of the people that you are trying to make progress for, then those people are going to have certain expectations. And it's done to control the narrative. People who want to maintain the status quo is going to do what has always worked for them, which is to infiltrate the very groups that are trying to go against that status quo. It's just what
Sus,
they have found.
sus, I might, I blocked, sus, I just made, you're breaking up. You're breaking up again. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. You're breaking up. Everybody who's listening saying that you're still breaking up. We gotta find a way to get that clear. I don't know. I don't know what area you're in, but you're breaking up, and we can't even hear you clear. It's not fair to you and the callers. We can't even hear you clear. It's just breaking up. So could you? Well, I don't know what we got to do to get you back on, but could you try to? Get, all right. We're gonna go back to the next caller. Go ahead, Mr. Powerful. You go ahead on and finish off,
Oh,
Mr.
I was
Powerful.
agreeing with her because you. Yeah, bro. You got me? You can hear me?
I can hear you well. I'm just what I'm doing right now. I am muting up so everybody can hear you guys clearly. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure you can hear me because you got quiet and I didn't think you was able to hear me. That's why I was saying, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just muting up. I don't want to interrupt. We're gonna make our lives much more clearer for the audience so they can hear. So I mute up now.
Oh yeah, though. But I was just agreeing with her. She was right. There has been a lot of people that let me tell you something. Whenever there's you doing something good, they're gonna find a way to infiltrate the group. Just like with Martin Luther King, when he was doing the nonviolent movement and everything. Yeah, his marches was getting funded by a white man, but what they had somebody going to infiltrate his group. With Malcolm was doing positive things throughout all the cities and stuff. Man, Malcolm was doing everything right. They even tried to get uh um what it is. I think Bumpy Johnson's daughter to spy on him to come back and report on him like as if he was doing something. They always trying to find somebody to bring us down. They always be our own they use against us. You see what I'm saying? And like I say, with the voting, with the voting and everything, it's cool, but you always got to remember in the back when you voting. You got to keep in mind the electoral voting. That's what you got to get. But see, we can't do away with electoral voting because why? It's in the Constitution. And again, the Constitution is not for us. It wasn't written for us.
Okay, I'm gonna start. I just want to tell you about that because I want, and I'm sorry for interrupting
You
you,
good.
but
You
we
good.
have to understand when it comes down to us in voting. Voting is we look to the president of the United States. We will not win in that category. We have to
There you
start
go.
doing to local. The only way we can gain strength is to beat them in the local sector. When you
Yep.
think that we're going to beat them in the higher sector, that's where we lose. It's
Yeah.
it starts with the small sector for us to win, and we have to understand these things.
But then again,
When you vote for the lowest of the low, like your congressman and these laws that we don't even pay attention to, these laws that have been skipping over us for years, we have to vote the judges. We have to replace judges. This is why we don't get justice systematically. This is why we don't have the judges systematically. This is why they won't rule for you and everything. We are voting for the wrong things. Now, I don't say that voting president is the worst thing to go. No, I would love for us to vote for the president, but we have to focus on the small sector. Once we fall, when we get the judges in our favor, and we start getting the congressmen and certain things in our favor, we will be able to get certain businesses in our community. There are certain businesses that we cannot get in our community because we vote for the wrong stuff. Okay? So voting don't just come for the president. Some of you guys don't even have the knowledge on who you voting for when you running for when president is coming around. Now, remember, these guys die in office. A lot of these people die in office. We have to remove these people who have the laws against us. Now, the Constitution was not written for us. And I hate to say that the gun laws, the stand your ground laws, were not written for us. They were not written for us. You think because you can have a gun, that gives you a right. No, that's a money thing. But let you kill somebody, you will not have the equal rights as a white person has. Okay, that's the things. I'm gonna let the brother come back on. Purple, you can come back on and see if we can try to link it again. You need the link again. Could you stroll up to the top? I gotta find this link. Stroll up to the top and see if you can come on in. I'm gonna mute the mic. Go ahead up. Go ahead, my brother. I was running my mouth. You go ahead.
oh no, I agree with you. Know, that's why I don't get me wrong. I own several weapons. Yeah, it's true. I so happen I do got the Second Amendment right. I do have that. So that's one law that I do like that I can bear arms. But it's a lot of cautions that comes along with it because I'm being black. So it's very true. I got just like Philando Castile. He had everything right and still got killed by a cop. So I take that as a grain of salt. I really do everything cautious now because here it is. I'm the same way he was. I'm licensed to carry. And I got my own weapon and everything. So even though he had everything in order and correct, he still lost his
Hold
life.
up, my brother. If you have a if anybody on here has a wrench, you can actually to drop the link. Who those who have a wrench and those who are a moderator, you actually have the power to get the link to pull up the link. So check it out and see if you can pull it up. Shoot, I'm having trouble right now. So pull for those who are a moderator to this group. Please, you're able to pull the link. Let me see if I can get the link back up. Click the link. Okay, that's the link. In 1 second. All right, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Because that's what I have moderators for. Okay, for those who are my moderators, please help me out on the links. And if you see anybody that comes in our discussion that's very disrespectful, please block them. Okay, we will not have people that come here that's going to destroy what we're trying to build. So you have that power. That's why I gave you guys moderator Power. Okay? So the link is there now. All right, go ahead, brother. I'm going to mute up.
Well, what I left leave off, man. Oh, but yeah, though. So my thing is, man. At the end of the day, we in warrior mode. We have to do better than what we're doing today, bro. We have to do better than what we're doing, and it start with us at home. You know, and I'm starting to see a lot of these little kids coming up missing and stuff now. Why is it everybody getting outraged about when cops killing us, but why we don't get outraged when black killing black? We should have that same energy. At the end of the day, we should have that same energy when black killing black. A cop killing a black should not be the only time we should be outraged. And if we used to have when I was coming, we used to have old people in the neighborhood used to watch us when our parents wasn't around, and if we didn't listen to whoever was watching us, they told our mama we was getting in trouble then. There's nobody not looking out for the kids, and the kids are just running wild, man. That's why so many niggas, that's why our kids are just losing control, man. And we look for the system to take care of kids when it start at home. And at the same time, though, man, we just gotta do better. Like I said, I don't know what we have to do better. I don't know what we can do. But at the end of the day, though, it starts with us.
I don't know if the brother know. I had to mute the brother for a couple of seconds. I don't think he can hear. I think he was staticking out, but we got the sister back on, and I'm going to mute up. Can you hear,
Yeah, I can
Sister
hear you.
Purple? Are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello. All right,
Oh,
go
I can
ahead. We're
hear.
going to finish off with you. Brother, understand. All right, go ahead.
I was just saying that when you have people infiltrating the group, then it's going to dissipate the energy, which is exactly what they're there to do in the first place. That doesn't change. When you have people like Soros funding something, no one understand. He's not doing that out of the goodness of his heart. He's doing that for his own purposes. So yeah, you should be suspicious when he's putting himself in the midst because he's not doing it for your good. He's doing it for his own good. And that should be understood. And when you have people like the Al Sharptons and the Jesse Jacksons of the world, they are put into place to dissipate the energy. They don't really push forward with stuff. That's why when they start to get too rowdy, they'll try to call them in. Hello.
We can hear you just fine, sis. We can hear you just fine.
Okay, I was greeting the person that just came into the chat. I can't see
Okay,
who
that's Al.
it is.
That's Alan Smith. That's brother Alan Smith just came in the house.
Welcome, Oseo to you.
Yeah, hello.
How you doing, Alan? What's going on? What you got to say about this, man? How you doing, brother?
I got
I
a
see you
lot to
driving.
say. I got a lot to say, but but
What you got to say
but
on this matter, man?
yeah, well, I agree with all y'all. First of all, I mean, I think all y'all have made some great points and everything, and like to get overcome this systemic racism and everything. I mean, voting is a part of the. It's part of the solution. But we have to take this back and like you were speaking about Black Lives Matter. I think Black love matters. You know what I'm saying? We have to love ourselves as a people.
Go ahead.
You know, we have to love ourselves as a people first and foremost. We have to be just as vigilant and upset when our people that look like us, from the same community as us, are killing each other. I mean, we got to protest. Black Lives Matter then too. you know. So we have to be real. If we gonna do this, Let's do it. Let's be real about it. It's not a color thing. We know it's a race thing, but it's not to the point where we can overlook and not, be as adamant about getting justice when it's somebody look like us. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you was touching on earlier when you first came on. Like this is like the LGBT community trying to push their agenda. They trying to make their struggle as, gay people the same as the black struggle has been for 400 years of oppression. And that's just selfish, rude, and I just can't understand it. Like, we got to stop the division. We are divided by religion. We're divided by even our own color, pigmentation of our skin. We hate on each other about that. Like, we just gotta wake up, man. It's time for a social awakening. And really, in order for it to stop, we have to get these young white kids when they're in school at the early ages, when their mind is open and they just so objective. We have to teach them, and black history has to become a part of the curriculum, because without black history, there's no American history. Straight up. And basically that's all I'm saying. Cause I could talk web
That's right.
about it.
That's right.
So basically that's what I have to add to the conversation. I got you, get the mic back, man.
I tell you what, I want to tell you this. It's an honor. It's my honor to have you on this platform, because you and I, we talk about this on the phone. Us being truck drivers, we talk about this consistently all the time, and we're talking about our struggles as Black people, melanated people. Or like I like to say that we are indigenous people. I like to say that we are the people of the world, not just America. We are the people of the world. And people hate us for just being us. Indigenous people are the most hated people on the planet. And you have to ask yourself, why do they hate us so much? Because we have so much riches. We are the most grounded people, the most forgiving people. We always singing kumbaya and amazing grace. They make fun of us because we always, you can slap us in the face and we're going to say, we love you at the end of the slap. But when are we going to get angry as a nation of people and say it has it has to stop? When were we going to say it has to stop? When are we going to realize our worth? When are we going to realize that the Black man and the Black woman is an extension of God? They're not God, but they are an extension of the Most High. That the Most High made us in His image. That the skin that every other man and woman hates, that we should love us and realize that it's something special that lays upon your skin. That melanation in your skin, you should feel very proud of. Your chest should be poked out because it protects you from everything. Melanated people, we are the greatest, but we can't begin to like anybody till we love us. We can't begin to help other people's communities, donate to other people's communities, run around helping other people's cause until we help our own cause. God did love the world that he gave his only son, but also God hated. See, God, the Most High, he hated. He hated. See, we think of the merciful God as the forgiver. Everything that we hear is God loves, but God also hates the sins. He loved the world, but he also hates the sins. And we have been a embarrassment to the Most High because we are disrespectful to our women. We are disrespectful to our men. We are disrespectful. How could we want another nation to love us when we don't love us? We are a fallen tribe. We are a fallen tribe that has been lost too long. When are you going to wake up? When are you going to realize the problem lies within you? Once we gain a self respect about us, then others shall respect us. But if we look at ourselves as the low, they're going to treat us this way. We got black men and women who disrespect black men and women. It's okay for us to call ourselves the N word. We talk about the N word, but we don't even understand that the N word was a degradation to us. It was a horrible thing, but we look at it as cool. We think of it as being cool, a slang, and it. But when you've been put down so long, when are we going to stand up and say, "Stop it"? That we greater than that. That the Most High put His blood into you, and we are to unite everybody. We are the leaders. We're not the followers. But lately, we have been the followers. We are the nation of following. We have followed too long. And what following have gotten us? What following have gotten us? Now people just spit upon us. Now people just rapes us. Now people don't they look at us as dirt. Well then do you understand why you have the capacity to look as the beautiful dirt? Why your melanin looks the way it does? I'm gonna back off and I'm gonna let the panel talk. But it is thank you, Alan. And I'm gonna open it up to Mr. 504.
Miss Miss Purple finished where she left off at. I don't want to leave her left out, so she can go back and finish her comment.
Oh, thank you very much. All I was saying basically is that we have to be mindful and we have to also recognize that if one of us is unprotected in our community, that opens us all up to be unprotected in our community. And that includes our gay and lesbian brothers and sisters and the transgenders that are being impacted. Because what we cannot afford to do is have anybody in our community out and open for attack. Because once you allow it in one place, it's allowed in all places. Because one of the greatest statements that I remember from back in the day that was made by a concentration camp survivor is that basically when other people were being snatched up and taken to the camp, nobody said anything. And he said when it came his time to get snatched up, there was nobody left to defend him. So we have to take these lessons from history and make sure it's understood that indeed all Black Lives Matter. And we're not going to tolerate you touching not a single one of us. Because until it gets to that point where we're making it absolutely clear that we are unapologetically who we are, then the the fuck shit is going to continue on. Because as long as we're not valuing our black men or we're not valuing our black women or we don't value the kids, when you are allowing there to be a space where anybody can say somebody in your community is lesser than, then you're opening up the whole community to be violated. So we have to be mindful about how we treat each other how we're moving, and actually be strategic. We need to stop playing checkers and play chess. We have to be more mindful in our movements, more clear and focused as a community on what it is that we actually want. We don't have to agree on everything, but we do need to have some fundamental set down and said, this is what we are demanding. This is what we're expecting, and we're not accepting nothing less than this. And hey, if it comes down to it, then like Tony Braxton said in that song, do what you need to do. We need to do what we need to do. But we cannot allow ourselves to be compromised. And we need to also recognize all skin folk ain't kin folk. Point blank, period. There's a whole lot of white people walking around in black skin. And we need to understand that and pay attention to it. And that's not to, put anybody down, but like the saying goes, it is what it is. And we need to recognize it because until we address the issues amongst ourselves, like the old saying goes, a house divided cannot stand. And right now we have so many divisions in our community that we need to clean up. So when we do speak, we're speaking with some continuity to it. And we definitely have to communicate with each other. And we got to stop this. Well, I don't need you and I don't need you. All that is bullshit because at the end of the day, it takes a black woman and a black man to make a black child. Point blank, period. And we can't do that without each other. Well, black natives, the indigenous people. We can't make another indigenous person without another indigenous being a part of that conversation. So acting like we don't need each other is some fuck shit. Because at the end of the day, in order to have a healthy community, it first starts with a healthy family. Before you can become a community, it starts with the family first. Because that's all communities are. It's just systems of families cooperating together. So we need to tighten up and get this thing back in shape again and stop allowing other people to tell us who we are and to dictate our narratives. And for heaven's sake, stop allowing people to make you feel like that we need to take up everybody else's cause. Because I recently stated loud and plain, deal with your own damn cause. We're not here to be the servants of everybody else. Because I have heard other groups of people say, well, what have black people done for us? And that's the most moronic conversation we can have. Because if you're a female, you benefited from us fighting for civil rights. There's a lot of things that came under civil rights that came because of us. So miss me with the bullshit about what have we done for you lately. We don't have time to play that game with you. I'm not going to play that game with you because the same way we can fight for what we got to do in our community, you can do in your own damn community. And stop allowing people to sit up there and make you feel bad for loving your people. If somebody has something to say about you uplifting your black man or uplifting your black children or your black woman, check their ass. Stop allowing people to get away with shit that could not happen in any other community. No other community will allow somebody to come in and say that they can't speak positively about their community. We need to put an end to that shit. We need to be plain about who we are and that we are unapologetic for being who we are. And that's all I got to say. I don't want to dominate the conversation because that was not my intention. So
No,
I'll be
you
quiet.
didn't dominate anything.
Other
Could you
people
mute up your mic? Okay. And this is in just to state what she was saying, and of others benefiting from melanated black people. I want you to understand this, that the laws that you have, the white woman did not have. And I want you guys to understand this. White woman did not have a lot of laws. She was, they didn't respect women. Women in general was not respected by the white man. So they didn't have the Hillary Clintons back then. Back then, they didn't have the laws. The woman, whether she was white, Chinese, whatever, she could not speak. So the civil right laws that were for black people, the white woman benefit from us. So whatever we got, she got. The same way when you see Mexican people, Spanish people benefiting off of black people. When we get Medicaid, when we get laws that are for us, the other minorities, whether they are a citizen or not, they benefit off of us. So black lives never mattered, and it never will. Because whatever law we get, everybody got a piece in it. And when we talk about Jewish people have their own sector. They have their own power. They have stolen our heritage of being a Hebrew. They have stolen our heritage of being even a Jew when it comes biblically. And these are the things that we don't understand, that we have been, even in indigenous teachings, us being Indians of this land, the first of this land, we can go even further to say that we was the original people also. So I don't just speak about my tribal history. I'm talking about the overall history of man. The overall history of man is we are the original man. Even the Native Americans, the so-called Native Americans, running around saying that they natives when we are the true Native Americans. That no one wants to talk about that they came from Asia, that we were already here, that the very first skull was in South America. Black people have always traveled. We are traveling people. We are discoverers of the earth. In Pangea, all continents were connected. Before boating was even around, we were able to travel by muse. We traded with our cousins in Africa. Africa was not named Africa, and America was never named America, which was named after a white man. You have to understand that Turtle Island has always belonged to us. We are no strangers to this land. We are not the minority of this land, the immigrants of this land. This is our land. It's just that it's been stolen, it's been conquered, and we have been manipulated through education. People think that you go to school, that you're so brighter than everybody else because you're learning the works of the European. You're learning the history of the Queen of England, the British. These are what the things that you're learning from. You're learning their history. But what is your history? Do you even have a history? Your history is the most high, greatest history. And until you understand how special you are, we will always live in our captivity. We will always shoot our brother and sister. We will always envy and be jealous what others have. We will always hate one another because we have been turned around many times. And when you take a people and you spin their mind around and you take that people and you spin their brain around and confuse them, then a people become a submission of white supremacy. Because you got to remember, they didn't teach us from the book. We couldn't even read or write. You couldn't even read or write, but you thought they loved you. And the first thing they did was take the Bible and flip the Bible and told you about slaves. Everything is great about a black man and a black woman has to do with slavery. Don't you find that funny? What about our history before slavery? Who were we before slavery? Was we a great people? The Moors were indigenous people. The Moors was not some single out people. They were Indian indigenous people that traveled across the land, that were seeking new land. They were our people. Until we understand that this Pan African theory that has been brushed upon us, because you can go from being called color, Negro, indigenous, and now you're so-called African. And if that don't make you think, what that makes you think? That is very confusing because every time they do a DNA test, they bring you to West Africa. Every time they tell you about where you come from, it's West Africa. They don't tell you where in West Africa, they just say you come from West Africa. My wife comes from a background of Cherokee. I come from a background of Cherokee and Chata. But a lot of us don't know where we're from. Turtle Island has always been here. We live a life of deception. We have been taught the English ways. That ain't the true ways. That's the way, if you go in all the other continents, you see the Black Madonna, which is Jesus and Mary. She's black. Everywhere you go, she's black. He's black. But only in America where they paint Mary and Jesus as being a white Caucasian. And that's a part of manipulation, false teaching, and that's a dangerous thing. Are we going to continuously from from um from Rodney King telling everybody can we all get along while they beat the shit out of him? And all we can do is just forgive the world and heal a better place. Listen to Michael Jackson and a group of black people say, "We are the world, we are the children." When is going to get better for us? When are we going to stop saying we sorry, and when everybody else going to say they sorry for us? We are the Most High chosen people. But I'm going to back out, and I'm going to get a mic to Mr. 504, brother.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, but now thinking back off of what you were saying, you're right. Michael Jackson, but people know Mike tried to warn us long time ago what was going on. Michael Jackson, they laughed at Michael Jackson. The truth, now, Mike was trying to tell us when he said, "We are the children." Then he came back and with the song that he shot all over the world. Is they don't really care about us. That's a powerful song. If you go back and listen to that song, it's a powerful song. And he tried to warn us with the Earth song, how they were destroying the Earth and everything. Them three songs right there were powerful, but hey, it was before it was a lot before your time. When the kids today don't even know about that. We losing all that. Look at Amazon, all the trees that burned down. Mike talked about that in the Earth song. He was giving you a warning right now. You dig? And you was right. The Pope do have a black Madonna, a Virgin, a Mary, and Jesus, but that whole situation is a copycat. They stole the Mary and Jesus story from Osiris, Horus, and Isis. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even know about Osiris, Isis, and Horus. And Isis had two sons, which is Horus and Seth, which was night and day. And Isis was the Virgin Mary. They stole the whole story. They stole all that from Africa. You know, if you do your homework, I tell people all the time, yes, Horus was born on December 25th, born of a virgin. Osiris, they stole the whole story of Osiris and turned it into Joseph in the Bible. But they don't want to. They're not going to tell you the truth, though. I had to go back and read, and not just that. There are a lot of people that was born on December the 25th. They also had 12 disciples. You see what I'm saying? They just want to. They like a lot of people say they dumb it down to make it benefit them. They don't want to do their own homework and research on stuff like that. I had to show my wife one day. I say, let me tell you something. Babe. Don't believe that Jesus story about the birth of Jesus and all this. I say I can break it down to you to where and show you that they stole the whole concept of Jesus from Osiris, Isis, and Horus and Seth. And I showed it to her how they stole it and gave it brought it over here and they made up Mary, Joseph, Jesus, Jesus, and Cain and Abel. You see what I'm saying? That's just like, just like, let's say in the beginning, um, they had Mary had two boys. There was Cain and Abel. When they mention Cain and Abel, they're actually talking about Seth and Horus. That's who they stole the story from, and it was night and day. But see, people don't want to do their homework and do the research, or they just roll it with the Bible and think the Bible is correct. The Bible ain't nothing but man-made, wrote by King James, which he was no good. And and if you take
I
that
want to
Bible,
respond. I want to respond to you. I want to respond to you because also, if you look at the days of the week and you look at all these paganist holidays and you look at is it really what is it really June? Are we what were we at? June of what?
okay, this is
Today's June.
July. The original
All right.
January 1st is not New Year's.
Yes,
New
it's
New
definitely not.
Year's New Year's is actually April the 1st.
Yes.
But when they
Which is my
changed it,
birthday. Which is my
oh,
birthday.
okay, okay. Now you see where I'm going with this. Now the
Right.
years change. The Romans changed the same way every day of the week and every month of the year is named after a Roman god. They took it and changed it and added it to all of their people, just like you said. And when
Yeah,
you
and if you
look
look
at
at
it,
the sun, because it's
Sunday,
Saturday, and we look, yeah, we look at Sunday and all these other stuff. These are paganist, they paganist things, and what we, if we really dig, we will understand. Just like Thanksgiving, all these pagan holidays,
hmm
and we understand with Christmas that that's not a possible way, that even in Christmas, there's not a possible way for a Jesus of a white man's skin could even be in that area. You get what I'm saying?
my point
Kind of
exactly.
creepy, huh? Yeah, it's not even possible
My point
that in that heated climate, even in the heated climate of the south of where we from, down in the dirty, they could not even. I'm talking about the origin of man would not even be that complexion. So what we
exactly,
have to understand, is this, that melanated skin was to use to protect us from the burn of the heat. Now the sun was much closer to the atmosphere back then. The
exactly,
sun was much more closer to the atmosphere back then. Okay, the global has moved. Okay, but
exactly,
so those for us to be close to the sun, you get all your nutrients. Your body. That's why we don't get melanoma cancer and certain skin cancers, because we are protected through our melanation. Okay, so a lot of people won't understand that that cannot be possible for a Jesus to live in an African environment. And I just said African environment because we know that Jerusalem is close to Africa. So, and some of the things that I want people to understand, that also that the Most High was never named Jesus. Okay? His name was, they didn't have the letter J. Letter J was never, the English term is Jesus, but the letter J was not even thought of. Yahweh Shah was Yahweh is his real name. So we go around with our oppressor has taught us Yah is the true name. But I do agree with you on everything that you're talking about. The Egyptian pyramids, I definitely agree with you. When they're talking about the copycat of what Christianity has become, they have copied. They have copied the African in Kemet. They got all that from Kemet.
yep,
Okay, they went in and stole scrolls out of Kemet. Kemet was a lot. They had a lot of great, but we have to understand that Kemet were Egyptian people. Now, I want you to understand that because you black doesn't mean we the same people.
true,
Black doesn't make you the same people, my brother. So
exactly,
when God, the Most High, were when He had Moses trying to get, and we're just going to use Moses, and when He was trying to get us out of our captivity, you have to understand that it was the Egyptians that were enslaving us because we didn't look like them. We looked at like them in skin color, but in our image, in our face of features, we did not look like them. We were not. We're all different tribes. We're all the same, but we're not the same. Okay, so we're a lot of different tribes. So them
right,
people that you're talking are the reason why we ended up in slavery. Egyptians put us in slavery. So them people in Kemet are not us. The Egyptians on a wall are not us. Much as we want to be close to being, or we want to be close to them, but we're not Egyptians. We're not them people. We are the most high chosen people. We're greater than the Egyptians. It's beautiful to see their hairstyles, the stuff that you see, their culture. I know you want to be like them, but we're not them people. Go look at it, real Egyptians. They are not white people. The real Egyptians were black. It were called the land of the black face because they that there was not. That's why when Pharaoh looked, he knew that Jesus was not of his kind. Pharaoh knew that Jesus did not look. We're gonna call him Jesus, okay? Just because he's in the English terminology, okay? But he knew that we were not the same. Okay, that's what I want you guys to understand. Just because you see this, we want to get in tune with these people, but we're not the same. That's the reason why you don't see Africans call for us now. To this day, Africans don't look for us. Africans don't show you the love that they should. If that's the case, we all should go back home if that was our land. They know that we are different and they were enslaving us. Even black people enslave black people. That's not just put it off all on white people. Uneducated people just gonna blame everything on white people. Some of your devils, some of your evilest people is your own people. The biggest demons in the world is your own people who you got families can't even talk to families. And it is what it is.
Sad but true.
And I want you to understand that families hate on you more than anything. All right, I'm gonna relieve the mic and you go ahead on. I'll go ahead, Mr. Alex Plummer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't know who was at the bottom over there. They got no picture, no face. I just see
Yeah, that's me. I'm just sitting on the porch soaking up this information. How y'all doing today, family? Everybody can hear me?
yeah, bro.
Well,
I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
all right. Um, I done listened to a lot of information, and all I can say in and add in, ain't nobody said nothing wrong. Uh, but for as what I think about, I just want to go back to the voting part. Uh, on the voting part, our ancestors fought and died for voting. Everybody thought it was for rights. No, it wasn't. They wanted people in place that could help us or help better our situation. That has never happened. So when people bring up your ancestor died for the right to vote, no, they didn't. They died for the right to have somebody in office that will help us. And that's the only thing I want to say about that. And folks need to know that. That's why I say ain't no reason to go vote. And if anybody want to chime in
And
on
I
that,
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. If they're not going to do nothing for us, then we need to stop being the good old mule that everybody can rely on to push themselves forward. We have to stop this, you know, go along to get along bullshit mentality. Hey, O'Neill, good to see you. Go along with this, go along to get along shit. Because it has been destructive, it has been killing us. Because it's unfortunate but true. There was a land where these people refuse to go because they already know as soon as the people of that land see them on sight, they're shooting to kill when they see them. They make you sign a whole freaking release saying that basically you're taking your blood onto your own hands trying to go to that place.
mm-hmm.
Those people then feel like they need to go along to get along. And we have to value ourselves enough to say we're not going to just tolerate any old thing anymore. Stop, Mom. I'm sorry for cutting across you. I didn't mean to.
Mr. 504, can you hear me?
yeah.
I've been trying to find your page. It just don't come up.
Uh, This is Alex Plummer.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go on your page and I'm gonna like something on your page. That way you can know it's me.
Okay then.
Yeah, matter of fact,
He haven't
everybody.
he he haven't started a video yet, and most of the people who are content creator, that's it's very hard to find people. You know what I'm saying? If you're not making videos, it's very hard to find them. So, in order for you guys to find each other, you that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm gonna do is I will do a video, upload it one day, and that way everybody can find me. But in the meanwhile, those people, if you on here, what I would
Could I say this? Could I say that? I don't want to cut you off, but this is what Telepath said. He said there are pyramids everywhere, not just Egypt. And he's telling the truth. Listen, I want you guys to understand this. When you go to Cairo, Illinois, they have pyramids. When you go to, we have a lot. Do you realize if they dropped a bomb on Tulsa, Oklahoma, what did they do to the pyramids in America? South America has several pyramids. And I want you guys to understand this. People think I'm crazy when I tell you that America had so many pyramids that you wouldn't even believe because they don't want you to know that we are who we are. Okay? They have been destroying every scientific thing about us for years. It just come like very recent they found out that the oldest black woman in the world was from America. And these are things that I want people to understand with we did not have the possibilities of having education. We all so quick. I remember that when I was young, I wanted the African medallion and I wanted to be power to the people, to Africa, you heard me? But I want you to understand that that's not me. That's not my people. It don't go with color. See, y'all got I might be a little lighter than some. I want you to understand that my brother, I'm chocolate and he vanilla. I'm vanilla and he chocolate. I gotta reverse that. I'm sorry. But I want you to understand that we got the same mama. We got two different daddies. But I want you to understand that we are still the same people. You can have a darker shade, a light shade, but we the same people. And a lot of you guys, I'm talking about as far as melanated people, you have to understand that this planet, this land called Turtle Island, right here in America, has been the secret weapon. They want this for a reason, and they want you to trap. They want you to leave it. Are you willing to give up something that belongs to you? This belongs to you, and you want to go to Africa. They tell you to go to Africa. They tell you to go everywhere. When you tell them where to go, where they gonna go? Because they have no tribe. We are part of the 12 tribes of Jacob, and you can't find them. They don't have a tribe. And until we start loving each other and we start understanding that the Most High chose us to be somewhere because we were a part of the four corners of the earth, we were brought at the four corners of the earth, and you understand that God, the Most High, has punished us because we have. When we talk about Solomon and Gomorrah, and we talk about all the things that we have done, we disobeyed the Most High and the cruelty that has been restored upon us. Deuteronomy chapter 28. You understand the things that we have done is the reason why we are in our captivity. We are the nigger that's running around singing Amazing Grace to our oppressor. We are the nigger that's running around saying, Amen, the dancing, buck dancing, butter
Mhm.
biscuit, hollering to Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom is not the problem.
Mm-mm.
It's Sambo. Uncle Tom was out there taking beatings. He was taking beatings. He was sitting up there protecting his woman. He said, Master, I'll take the lashing. And Sambo said, Master, are you sick? I'm sick too, Master. And when you understand that they've been teaching us false doctrines for many years, they flipped the script on you. They bamboozled you, told you that you're from another land. And there's no secret where we can't even find a slave ship to this day. Where are the slave ships that brought your ass in? Because you had to drive. If you, let's just be sensible. And I want you to understand this. And I don't want to hurt no African people feeling, nobody culture's feelings. But if we came from that continent all the way to this continent, how did we survive? Because technology, they didn't have engines. And if they had us shackled, and we were and we were all in this major boat, and we were shackled, and we were enslaved in this boat, and we had to defecate, and we had to piss. Don't you think a major disease would have happened? How did we get across them seas without having some kind of major disease? Without infecting the 6 slave masters that's holding down 300 slaves? Do you think that I think that we were a weak people, that we let these people overpower us? Hell no. Do I think that we were slaves once they got here and they used their weapons? Yes. Slaves here in America. Did we come from another place? Hell no. Why y'all keep believing in that Pan-African bullshit? That's a netta and all them other channels sitting up here and trying to make us believe.
Hmm.
You didn't. Why we're not connected to our original language?
First of all,
And I
you
ask
wouldn't
you that.
bring, you wouldn't bring a group of people over to another land that doesn't know how to work that land. This was a foreign
Right?
land to Africans. They would have had no way of knowing how to work this land because it wasn't their land. Just like when you go to certain parts of the United States, the soil in the United States is not uniform. So how in the hell are we supposed to believe that they brought a group of people who had never really laid sight on this land like that? Because there was only certain groups of Africans that was coming over here and traveling over here. And I really doubted seriously that a lot of them was going back and telling everybody how to work the damn land. Let's be real. It makes no sense. You are dealing with a group of people who always enslaved the group of people that was around them. They never went and got a new group of people. They were more than happy to enslave the indigenous people that were right there. So they need to miss me with this bullshit about all of a sudden now they're going to change their MO and go and get groups of people from an entirely different continent that won't even know how to work the Americas over here.
Hmm.
That whole story is a crock of bullshit. As well as many planes and stuff go down, even now today, you can find evidence on them on the bottom of the ocean floor. Where are all these slave ships at that sink? There aren't any because it never happened the way that they told you.
Hmm.
You were dealing.
You know what? When the brother said Africans don't have my blood type, ain't that something? Ain't that something? You can take a DNA test. And I want you guys to understand this. These
Mm-hmm.
DNA tests and always lead you back to West Africa. These DNA tests, one man said, you know what? They swabbed your ass for money. You sat there and let
Yeah,
them.
because they were never meant to do what they're claiming that they can do. And they've come out and admitted that these DNA tests are fraud, that they can't do what people are thinking that they can do.
And we sitting here thinking that these people love us. I get so sick of this because I want to tell you that they work so hard. And when we talk about the $5 Indian in America, and when you see an Indian that's so-called native, let me get you this. In natives, I don't want you guys to get angry with me, but I'm going to go with science. Native of a land says that you are the origin of that land. That means you are the first.
Big brother, I'm gonna give you one better.
No,
I'm gonna give you one better than what you just said. Origin of the land, the origin of the planet. Um,
right?
I'm finna show you. Okay, I made a statement in the comments earlier, and I said, we God don't love everybody. The reason I said that,
Because he hated Esau. Because he hated
we,
Esau.
yeah, think about this. Who are the only people that can survive in the sun? Everybody else take refuge, but who are the only people that can survive in the sun? So that means we are the original people to this planet. So we are what's supposed to be on this planet. Everything else after that, you're not supposed to be here. So, like they talking about this martial law and folks coming kicking in your doors and the earth heating up, this and that. How? How they gonna come get us? They gonna be scared to come outside in the heat when we the only one can survive the sun. That's why they trying to block it out.
Yeah, because they're talking about there's going to be a second sun. And when that occurs, they can't even handle the sun that's here. You know, when that second one comes into play,
It's over
like
with.
it's supposed to be, it's a wrap for them.
Like he
And the reason why they want to kill you so
504
bad is
brought up
because
earlier, the
y'all supposed to
mesothelioma, the skin cancer. Like
yeah.
that's why they getting it. They can't
They,
survive in the sun, but we can.
mm-hmm. And the earth is
So
steadily trying to kill off those that don't belong to it.
and then on top of that, everybody still think the world round, which is flat, and think we ain't in a globe. The rainbow. Think about the rain that goes up and you see a rainbow. It only arches because something is making it arch. That's because we in the glass dome.
And I sit here and I think and I sit here and think and think and think and I sit here and think about, and I know y'all gonna get tired of me telling the same story, but I remember being in the sixth grade and I remember them coming in with a TV and they brought the TV for our record, for our PE time, and they brought the TV in there and they made us watch Negro movies, and they brought in Roots. And when I saw
Or
the
Mississippi
movie,
burning.
I thought we were all on that ship.
Or Mississippi
I
burning.
thought we were all on that ship. No, I want to get past Mississippi burning. I want to sit
Yeah,
here and tell you about the
that's
ship.
the biggest one they used to
And I
show.
want you to understand that they had, yes, but I'm going to mute you right quick while I got a chance to say this. And the reason why I'm muting him because I want all y'all to grasp what I'm saying. That I want you to understand that when they said we were on slave ships, they had Kuta Kinte and as a little boy on that slave ship. And the reason why I want you to understand what I'm talking about, because when we were on that slave ship, you have to pee pee, you have to boo boo. And I'm not trying to make no funny out of this. You were locked down on the ground and you had to ride that many miles, sail across the sea. You had to sail across them seas. And then you should understand, and you should understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna mute you for 1 second, brother. And then you will understand what I am talking about. So that means we had to be all on this boat. That means we had to all be locked up on this boat in chains, in shackles. That would have caused a disease. Shit and piss. Piss is like acid. So that means we would have all sustained a severe disease. We wouldn't have made it across them tides and seas. That, in my opinion, I'm sick of people thinking that we come from somewhere else when history has told us that we are from here. I'm not giving up my land. I'm not going back to no Africa. I'm not doing that because Africa has not came back for me. I love my people, but do the people love you? Uneducated people who seems to believe in these theories because we have been learning so much education from our oppressor. I'm going to give the mic to Alan Smith because he just came on.
Hello? Hello?
Go ahead, Alan Smith.
Yeah, you can hear me? All
We
right.
can definitely hear you, brother. We can hear you, brother. Go ahead. You
Okay.
on the mic. Yes, we can.
All right. I'm getting a lot of information, and you've been preaching it for the longest ever, man. And it's like we have been miseducated. And the brother blew my mind just now with the Earth flat, like for real. Like he gonna have to speak more on that, like for real. I research a lot, but I ain't never really just focused on that part. You know what I'm saying about the travel. I feel like we've been traveling. Like you've been speaking this for a long time. It's resonating. It didn't resonate with me at first when you used to, because we speak on the phone a lot. And now, as you speak, it's making more and more sense. The more we educate it, and the more that they say we from Africa and everything. I think we are related. I think we are brothers, cousins, but but it's all about taking your focus off America and letting them stay clean and what's really belong to us. And that's what you've been preaching for the longest. And like if we get back to this Pan Africanism and move and want to do these things, man, we like giving, forfeiting our own land. And I don't like we really do need to be re-educated. We got to relearn what we've learned because we have been miseducated. And like I'm getting a lot. And if the brother would like elaborate on what he was saying about the earth flat, I'm like seriously interested in what like what angle he coming from because I really want to hear more about that.
Mute your mic. I also would love to see Rainstorm come on. I know that he I would love to have his input. Rainstorm, please hit the link. We got one, two, three, four, five, six, but I guess I don't know if it counts me, but we would love to have you on the panel also. But listen. I'm gonna let Mr. Alex Plummer respond to Alex Smith. I mean to Alan Smith.
Um, Alan, the reason I say that, you got to look at the plane of the earth and look at the maps. Now, they saying this is a globe, but they have never showed what's on the other side of a globe. Think about that. And saying that, it's parts of the earth they will not let you, like Antarctica. Everybody is in cahoots together. Every country will not let you go to the end of Antarctica. Why? Even the North Pole, South Pole, whatever you want to call it. So I'm saying is the reason I say it's flat and it's not a globe, the rainbow is an arc. How does a rainbow arc unless when it rains or when the water goes up, it makes the image of what we in. And so it's arcing as a globe or supposedly, but it's not a globe.
I don't want to. I don't. My brother. For those who are a, for those who are a moderator or who has a wrench, please send a link. Oh, all right. The sister already did. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm a back out.
All right. But the reason I say the earth is flat is because you can travel every which way. And the way they detail traveling plans, if it was an actual globe, you could not pinpoint where you traveling if you was circling the earth in an airplane or an aircraft. They know it's flat. They know where the ends stop at. I mean, you can go look it up, longitude, latitude, put in certain coordinates, and you will see that it's not around Earth. We are on one flat surface. We do not spin around the sun. We sit still, and the sun is just orbiting. The North Star do not move. Certain things do not move. All of it stays in place. You go outside and look up at the stars at night, pick a certain star. I guarantee you're going to see that same soul star every night, just like I do. The Big Dipper is in front of my house every night, never moves. So how is we spinning around the sun? But here's my thing.
That's an interesting take. That's an interesting take. I'm gonna let you speak, and I'm also going to let Mr. Allen Smith respond to what you're saying.
Okay.
Go
All
ahead,
right.
Miss.
All right. Really, I was asking, and I wasn't. I was really asking to be educated. You know, and because like that is a concept of philosophy. It's like it makes common sense. It's like really when you break it down, when you broke it down, like it makes sense. Like it makes and that's what I'm talking about, the miseducation. Just simple things like that. Like that is
And I
like
want you guys to understand that Mr. Alex Smith is a graduate. All he's Mr. All baseball in Kansas. He played in Kansas and I want you to understand that this is an educated brother. That he's really in here in. He's like really seeking. You know what I'm saying? So I want you guys to understand that. Shout out to Fundi Fee in the house. I want you guys to shout out Fundi Fee. Master Fundi Fee is one of the YouTube phenomenals. I want you guys to subscribe to her page. She's one of the people that shows up on a panel, one of the people that's not afraid to come on in here and do her thing. But I also want to tell you guys that it's okay. It's okay for us to contest that damn logic of that where we come from. It's okay for us to sit here from the things that our oppressor has taught us. It's okay for us to contest this because we didn't know the knowledge that we know now. We didn't
and
know
that's
the knowledge that we know now.
and that's
You know,
another thing, like you
and we got
saying.
brother. And I'm glad brother Rainstorm. You look, Alan. You're gonna love brother Rainstorm. You guys are good. I got a great panel on here. And I'm Alan. I want you, brother Rainstorm. You guys are gonna build this. I love this build. So go ahead,
Yeah, welcome, Brother Wayne
finish
Store, and
off.
hello to you and everybody else.
Big ups
Sorry.
and salute to
Yeah,
everybody in
and
on the
also, brother
panel and in the
Rainstorm.
chat. Go
Welcome
ahead,
to
brother.
you once again. And where you went, brother?
I mean, you just chopped off. I was still here, but then your voice broke up.
Okay, well, I'm gonna mute and I'm gonna let you take over. Go ahead, brother Rainstorm.
As I said, hey, peace, salute, big ups, all that to the panel and in the chat. So yeah. Man, I've been on a lot of different platforms lately, man. I've been having a good time, man. I appreciate you brothers and sisters that have been letting me on and letting me talk, and put my little 2 cents in the pot, right? That type of thing. That's what I meant. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. I'm not chopping up enough.
Nah, I hear you perfect, me.
Yeah, it's another brother. His name, he go by Chris Cipher. I was on his channel last night and we chopped it up. Sister Bethany, I was just on Lacono Empire, our brothers and sisters across the pond, right? They in London and what's that, Jamaica, so they was live and I kind of jumped off when I seen Peanut, popped on. So, yeah, it's all love, man. Like he was saying earlier, we won people, you know what I'm saying? And that's what one sister, she was talking about, she a Jamaican sister, Yami. I forgot how you pronounce her name. It's like Yamasi or Yami. But she was real passionate about what she was saying. She wasn't being ignorant. She a smart sister. And right now they still live now on Lacono Empire channel. And she was just talking about how when they leave from Jamaica and they come over to the States, how us, the so-called African Americans, right, kind of do them wrong. And I said, that's when I asked Lacono, I said, hey, can I jump on your chat? And he, gave me the stream. And I had to explain to her, even though she's a smart sister, she's been everywhere. She lived in London, she went back to, Jamaica and all that kind of cool stuff. But in her mind, it's like we fucking around too much over here. And I had to explain to her, and even they were too, that our people are we scramble. These people have done us in. We've been indoctrinated, and all that kind of stuff. I say, so when you run into those type of brothers and sisters, when you came stateside, I'm sorry to say it, they ignorant. You know what I'm saying? It's like these channels, such as Peanut and everybody else I mentioned, that we awake. But when we go outside our homes and our houses or whatever, we dealing with some ignorant ass niggas. I mean, that's just it. And the sad part about it all is you got niggas that don't even want to know. You know what I'm saying? They in they mind, it's about, man, let me get my money, let me get my car, my house, and fuck everybody else. And that's just the truth. It's different when you don't know something than when you don't want to know something. Some people are just comfortable in their own little world. You know what I'm saying? And that world that they're in, I'm sorry, is very, very fucking small. You know what I'm saying? You can't think outside the fucking box. If the TV ain't told you, or the news ain't told you, or the radio or song ain't told you, it's like, oh, that's bullshit. When your own brother or sister come and we bringing this type of knowledge and trying to tell you you're at home, you've been at home. All you have to do is research your mama, daddy, your daddy side, and same thing. You do your genealogy, and I ain't talking about spitting in a fucking tube. Then you will see, oh shit, I'm from here. You will see where your family, and even though we bring that up a lot about genealogy, the main thing for doing your genealogy is you have land. We all got land that they drove our people off of, or hung our people and made them nervous,
Woo!
and they had to leave. You go back in the archives and you find that
Thank you,
shit. I
brother.
don't give a yeah, no problem. That's what it's all about. Us, we family. We supposed to share information. We ain't just gonna talk about, hey, guess who the Steelers picked up, nigga. That's cool, but Tell me some shit that can save my fucking family. And when you
Spit that
look up
fire,
your,
man.
you
You
know, so
spitting fire right now.
and that's the whole
Tell it,
thing
bro.
about,
Tell it, bro.
yeah. I mean, when you do your genealogy and you find out who your great 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 grandmama and granddaddy is on mama and daddy side, I bet you find out you got some land somewhere. I don't give a fuck if it's South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Texas. It's somewhere. And it's sitting there, and these people are sitting and squatting on your shit because you ain't claiming it. You could run around talking about Black Lives Matter and stupid shit that has nothing to do with law, right? So when the whole thing,
Can I tell you this?
go ahead.
How could Black Lives Matter when we're not educated to realize if we matter to ourselves? Because
Mm-hmm.
we've been so uneducated to even try. Some of us not even willing. We have been under Jim Crow laws for so many years, and
And black
once
code.
a nigga is always a nigga.
Hmm.
Black
Yeah, and you
code,
got, yeah.
and we are afraid to touch these sectors. People love drama. Drama. I can see there if Peanut Nola do something dramatic and do some crazy shit and start some drama, then everybody I'll have over. I can sit there and go into the drama sector. I chose to go in this sector because I love my people.
And I'm glad you
I don't
did.
care about the view. I can
Yeah.
go on and talk about people. Talk about people don't mean shit to me.
Nope. I
And
mean,
that's
how
the
can it
thing
help it?
that we have to understand. It's not going to help. It's not going to help with our children.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to help with our children. And my thing is this: we have to stop the fuckery
Yep.
Go
because
ahead,
we
baby.
will never grow. We will
Go
never
ahead.
grow as a nation of people until we educate ourselves on who we are in a purpose. But what is our purpose? Why we go to work? Why the hell we working on our own land? Why the hell I gotta buy fruits that the Most High has given me that grows in backyards, that grows in land? This shit for free.
Say
What
it.
the hell I'm working
Say
for?
that.
Hold
Say
up,
that.
hold up, hold
Say
up,
that.
Peanut.
And I'm gonna work
Real
for
talk,
something that
real talk,
belongs to me that
And
God
Say
gave
that,
me.
Pima.
I'm sorry.
real talk,
I'm just
real.
saying,
Say that,
we
Pima.
working for shit that belongs to
Long.
us, that
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
is
And
entitled
the
from
other
the earth that was born. But what we do, what we
and the
do as
other
a nation of people.
And that's what I was saying to the our Jamaican sister, right? Like I said, she's a very intelligent woman. She was just real passionate, and I think what it was is she was kind of pissed off, in her mind, and what she started saying was, "We just gonna concentrate on Jamaica, our people." And I was like, hey, everybody's like, "That's cool," but at the same time, that's
Right.
kind of selfish. But I get it. It's like, why would I go down the street and feed somebody when I got my own wife and children in my own house? I understand that. But I said, y'all on an island. You see what I'm saying? And I mean, we was talking about Haiti, how Haiti made itself, independent and all this and all that. But if the
Mhm.
United States wanted to, I just sent a fucking bomb over there. Boom. Okay, now what? You see what I'm saying? The
and
U.S. corporation is what I
this
meant.
Because
is
they're in
not
control of black people. That's why it's not a problem.
I
and
mean,
this the other
but
thing he's not understanding. This government sent bombs on its own people. Tulsa,
mm-hmm,
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma was bombed by the white man. We weren't
exactly.
fucking around. I'm so tired of people who look on the outside with their little convenient looks and don't understand shit about what's going on. Because
Speak,
you
sister.
don't
Mm-hmm.
understand. You can be quiet on the outside and a fucking storm on the inside. And that's what we're dealing with. Everything
Yeah.
looked copacetic on the outside, but yeah, it's still every time we developed communities and stuff, they lynched us, they burnt them down.
Yes.
Every
Yeah.
time we came, we're not like other communities. Other communities didn't have to deal with constant attacks of their shit being burnt down to the ground, entirely annihilated. Tulsa, Oklahoma, They bombed the shit and they looted the houses. They left these people with nothing, all because they were jealous of the fact that they had something, in spite of all the bullshit that they put them through.
Yeah.
So miss me with bullshit. Until you walk a mile in my moccasins, you have no fucking right to judge. I don't go over there and judge her ass and her situation. Because if we want to talk about fucking around, Jamaica ain't looking like no damn oasis neither.
We talked about all this. We talked about all that. And like I told him, I said, y'all on the island. When shit happened, y'all ran to the hills. I said, I'm gonna ask you another question. Y'all ain't have dogs and shit.
But that pissed me all the way off.
I mean, like I said, I'm not downgrading the sister at all. She's a cool sister. I've been on panels with her before.
But if we go, and Paul said, when people used to talk about playing the race card, he said, "Well, we're going to play the race card." He was like, "There's 54 cards in a fucking deck, right? Let's play all these fucking cards."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying the same thing to her. You want to talk about our shit? Let's play all the fucking cards then. Let's talk about your shit.
Yeah,
that's divisiveness. That's divisiveness.
Do, sweetie.
But I mean, I get what you're saying, sis, because both of y'all kind of saying the same, and I get exactly what you're saying the same way I told that sister, right? And like I said, I've ran, she's been on the panel many a time. She's educated, just like yourself. It was just that she was talking like, fuck the African American in a way, because I said, but you got to realize, y'all didn't have dogs and shit sicked on y'all. Y'all didn't have fucking water hoses, niggas hanging y'all from fucking trees in Jamaica. That wasn't happening.
And let's also say it's still not in past tense. It's coming back again.
Yes.
But like, not to cut you off, but like, you got to realize this: Jamaica, Africa, all these places are so colonized. They have so much of white influence in their governments and stuff like that, to where, like, we went through a real struggle over here. Like you just was mentioning about Black Wall Street, in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The state of Oklahoma had 2 airports in the entire state. 6, but in the Greenwood area of Tulsa, which was part of the Black Wall Street, they had 6 private jet owners in that town. And just imagine, in those times, they had 6 black families that men and women that own private planes, and they only had 2 airports in Oklahoma. And you talking about the do people understand how significant that was, and do they realize, like, I'm 51. I just learned about Tulsa, Black Wall Street maybe 5 years ago.
Yes.
Like, for real,
Black Wall Street was outperforming White Wall Street.
Exactly.
And also, we must remember, right? We must remember that it wasn't just Tulsa, Oklahoma. We had shit in New York, Detroit, Rosewood. Man, we had some shit. We had over 5,000 so-called black-owned banks.
Do you realize that Central Park was a black neighborhood? Like, before because they shut it down. Central Park was that was a black, beautiful, well affluent black neighborhood, but they shut it down and made Central Park out of it.
Old Dirty was talking about it before they killed him.
Like, man, we don't know our history, like you said, and that's not a bad word when you use it when you first came on. Ignorance. That we need to understand that we are ignorant. Like, look, stop acting like, a lot of people want to act like just to be a part of a conversation. They want to act like when the brother was talking about flat. Man, educate me. I'm never to the point where I can't learn something, and it's not age restricted who you can learn from. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of that Willie Lynch. That's one of that Willie Lynch mentality, to where we against each other, and we not the enemy. We got to focus on who the real enemy is, man.
Exactly. My whole thing is, I'm not close-minded or against nobody, but what I will not have happen is people coming from other cultures judging us, because I respect your culture enough to not speak on it and to not judge it because I haven't had to live your life.
Yeah.
When you come into
Amen. Amen. I
you have
amen that
no
100%.
right to come up
I
in
like
here
to say something. I would like to
being
say something.
judgmental. When you,
Could I say this?
uh-huh.
I want to say this, people. I want y'all to understand that there was a concentration camp. It was called the Devil's Punch Bowl in Mississippi.
I
I
heard of
want
it.
you to understand this now. The Devil's Punch Bowl was in Mississippi. It was the borderline of Mississippi and Louisiana. Now, this Devil Punch Bowl, and so because like I said, as the course of the years, as my brother Allen told me, stated about education, I didn't know about the Devil's Punch Bowl in Natchez, Louisiana. I mean Natchez, Mississippi. Now I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the Devil's Punch Bowl that they had our ancestors, and they had them in concentration camps in the 40s. And what they did to these people, they murdered, slaughtered indigenous people. And what they did was they buried them. And to this day, do you know that our people, they refuse, even the white settlers that live there to this day, refuse to eat the peaches that grew on top of our people.
I
Now I want
heard
you to
of it.
understand that peaches grew on top of our people. They murdered, they
Yeah.
slaughtered.
And we're still
These
talking
are
about the same
histories.
group of people who gave
Now,
infected blankets to the Native Americans.
right. And we're talking about, and I tell my fellow Native Americans, I'm not against you. You're native to Asia, but I'm not against you.
Right. They're not
You're
Native
native,
American.
you're a
I'm sorry.
Mongoloid. Brother, my brother, I'm not talking about you.
No, I'm saying no.
Do
I'm
you hear what
agreeing
I'm
with you.
saying, Rain
They're
Shaw?
not. They're not
I'm
native to
telling
America. We
you,
native to America. The
you're
black man.
native to America.
Yeah.
When we're
We are
talking
the
about the
Indians.
travelers,
You're right.
yes, we are. And the sad point is the genocide that has been restored upon us, and we have been dominated. They don't want to talk about the people that got slaughtered. We want to talk about Africa. Oh, cry me a fucking river. We have
Let me
been
ask a question
slaughtered
to the panel.
as a nation of people.
Let me ask a question to the panel. How do we get past the just like this brainwash mentality we have? Is that if we taught the white man. So why do we want his
No,
education? Why do we want his education? Why do we feel like we've made it if we go to Harvard and stuff like this? But instead of bring like this young kid, I don't know if everybody understands it. This young kid said he's gonna go to Mikey Williams. He's speaking about guys 15, 16 years old, one of the best players in high school basketball. He could really go pro now and probably be second string. But he said he's gonna take his talents to historically black college or university because why should he let and now this is where we got to get our young people. This is what a 16-year-old mind, this is where his mind is at. He's like, I'm gonna take my talents to HBCU. So why would I take it to a white school that's not gonna do nothing for me or my community? How do we instill that? Because that's first of all, that started in the home. That ain't like
Yeah.
the brother said, that ain't no damn YouTube. That ain't no finding something out on the TV news. That's the parent educating their child and the child, being nurtured and taught what's real. And now he's growing up and he's seeing it for himself. How do we get to that point? Like, how do we do
because part of the problem is
Um,
we have to be a community again. Like the whole statement of it takes a village. It used to be we raised our kids in a community.
Yes.
We have stopped doing that, and
Well,
it has been to our detriment.
Miss
yeah. Well,
Purple, can I chime in on what he asked?
go
And
ahead,
it's
bro.
also gonna go back to Peanut. You remember we had a conversation. We were talking about sports, right? And I'm glad he had brought that up. I said they use us for excitement and entertainment, and that's the reason I didn't like sports. I knew what it was all about. It was just like putting on a showcase. You find the best players, you get them, and you showcase them. The ones that come out the beds, you make money out, get them, and make money off of it. Same thing they did with slaves. Who was the hardest worker? Who was the strongest person? Who was the? That's the ones I want. So, like, high school ain't nothing but a training method because they're not teaching kids nothing no way these days. My son get taught at home.
I mean,
So
even if you do, we send our I say children, y'all. I'm just kind of throwing some stuff out there. I never say kids. I always say
yeah,
our
no,
children.
that's a go. That's a go.
It's a baby goat, right? I mean, it's stuff. It's little things like that, like saying black or African American or my kids or you know that we got to get away from. That's number one. Your language, how you
And
speak, how you go about, how you go about doing. It's not about, oh, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm going to correct you. No, it's the real terminology is those are my children. And as a matter of fact, when you put it in fucking law, that's my property. Your children are your fucking property. That's what it is in law. We know when me and you talking, all of us on the panel and the chat, we talking. It's like if I say, hey, you understand what I'm saying? You be like, yeah, man, I understand you. But you can't say that same fucking shit in court. It's a different language. Because when you say you understand in court, oh, you stand under me. Now you're up under my jurisdiction and I can fuck you. You see what I'm saying? We're speaking common law language. And when you go
you
to court and you saying certain things to certain people, it's kind of like you got to watch how you word things because they gonna pick up on that.
you know you
Especially,
can go in there. You know you can go in there and actually sovereign yourself, right?
yeah,
You could
I done
deny.
that.
You could
Yeah,
deny everything they say. I
yep.
don't have no social security number. I don't have no birth certificate. I'm not up under y'all contracts.
Well, I mean, that's what I did. That's what I did. And as a matter of fact, up to a month ago, because I got to go to court on the 21st of next month, right? These cocksuckers keep dragging me back in here. This is my third time. They do everything in threes. First time I
Yeah.
went, I shut them down. Second time I went, the judge was like, well, listen, it was a whole nother judge, right? He was like, well, we're not here for that. And this is for to set up an arrangement for you to come to court on the July, blah, 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 blah. Okay, then. Okay, man, cool. So he kept saying, he was telling me what I was charged with, which is some all bullshit. It ain't like I murdered a motherfucker. It was some dumb shit. But when it's all said and
Mhm.
done, he kept asking me, do you understand this? Do you understand? I said, no, I don't understand what you're talking about, man. I have nothing. I don't get what you're saying. I don't understand
If you
you.
don't place your hand on that Bible, you all right.
Right. I mean, I had the judge swear in the first time. And all my
Because
partners,
if you place your hand on that Bible, you done swear to their law, and now you up under their law.
yeah. But see, that's what I told them right before I first walked in. Because as soon as you start talking to these fucking fake ass people, right? Because that's what they are. They're not judges. They just high paid clerks, right? We know all that. But as soon as I opened my mouth, first thing I said was, are we on record? He said, yeah. I said, okay, then. Have you taken your oath today? It took that motherfucker 3 times to answer me because he was looking over my paperwork, which goes back to what, excuse me, what you were just saying about birth certificate, which I got authenticated, which I have an affidavit of truth, which I have all that shit. And I said, here's my shit. So that way you know what you're dealing with. I'm not these niggas. Sorry, but we
Mm-hmm.
got too many niggas in this courtroom. I didn't say that part, but you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And he made me sit down 5 times, man. He kept saying,
You know,
okay,
we can actually denounce everything they done did to us. We could denounce it and say, bro, that ain't my name. That ain't
mm-hmm.
my birth certificate. That's not. Hey, I was a
Told him all
baby.
that.
Y'all
Told him all
y'all
that.
gave this to me.
Yeah, I
I need
told
to
him
get
all that.
y'all site. I need to get y'all site. I need to be educated on that too.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I did. I sent my shit off. And now my shit is authenticated, right? And then that's what I handed to him, and he was looking it over. And then I asked him for the third time because the second time the bailiff she walked over and was like, "Hold on, give him a minute, he'll answer you." I said, "Okay, yes, ma'am," you know. And then he finally looked up. He said, I'm sorry, what did you say now?" I said, "Sir, did you take your oath today?" And he looked at me like, "Damn." And he said, "Yes, I did." I said, "Okay, then I accept your oath." He said, "Can you go have a seat, please?" Made me sit down again because motherfucker, you supposed to be a fucking referee. That's your, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? First of all, I ain't supposed to be in this motherfucker. I'm over here on a special goddamn appearance anyway. I don't appear. You don't call me and I pop up like it's fucking Harry Potter. No, I'm here and I'm here to represent John Doe, the all capital motherfucker that you trying to get this money out of. That's what y'all doing. You're not talking to me. I know you're not talking to me. You get your shit is on bond paper. I don't own it, but I control it. That's the whole fucking thing. You say I control that. And right now, you hired in the fucking governor of my state, or you hired in the Secretary of State of Washington, D.C., or you hired in, and all the shit I'm telling y'all, I just sent all that shit to the governor of the state I'm in. I sent it to the mayor of the state I'm in. I sent it to the fucking sheriff department and the DA's office. So this time when I go back, now what? You motherfuckers been put on notice, and my shit been on notice. I put my shit on the county record 4 fucking years ago, and it's authenticated. And at the same time, I got a notary to stamp all my shit, and a notary is higher than a fucking judge. So why you sitting up here got me in here fucking with me? Why? You got 40 other dumb motherfuckers in here that don't want to know or
Cause you
choose
put a
not
mark
to
on your
know,
back. You put a
huh?
mark on your back. You put a mark on your back because they know you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Something happened to me. My family getting paid like a motherfucker because it's on public record. You see what I'm saying? It's all on, like this is what this nigga is about. I got all that
But
shit. What
you
I
see the
am,
fight
my
that you're doing. Look, listen, the strength that you're giving Rainstorm, the stuff that you're doing is you're giving others that strength. And
I hope
your
so.
fight, ready, and oh yes, you're doing it. You're doing it. And I be so sickened by these people to understand what is wrong with being American. What is wrong with owning up to the fact that you belong here?
Exactly.
What is
Right,
wrong?
bro.
You want to let your dollars, your this is your heritage. You were born here. You were always here. And the sad part is you're not American. You're turtle. The Turtle Island belongs to you. It
Yeah.
Right,
belongs
Peanut.
to you.
Right.
And I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. I'm disgusted. I'm so angry. I'm so like fuck you.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Everybody else who seem to think that we belong somewhere else. Fuck you. Go to Europe, go to Russia, wherever the fuck you belong.
can I
Exactly,
ask
We
bro.
y'all?
belong
Can I
here.
ask y'all one question on the panel? Can I ask y'all one question?
Go
What
ahead,
is
Doc.
it?
Have y'all seen recently, wherever y'all from or wherever y'all stay, do they got signs up on the stores that they want to buy your change? Which I've been telling people for years, do not give
Sell your
your
vote.
change away. Stop taking your change to them
Right.
machines.
Right.
They
Oh,
trying to
change.
get they trying to get all the currency
Uh huh.
out of people's hands that's worth
Right.
something.
Right.
So paper money is not worth nothing.
Mm-mm.
That's
No.
why they
No.
giving it out right now. Them stimulus check, man, they giving us, they printing money like I
speak.
don't know what,
Speak, bro.
but they want them
Speak.
coins out of people's hands.
Right.
So
Right.
what I
Matt.
want to ask y'all is anybody keeping their coins and is anybody realizing what they doing to get them coins out your hand? Cause they know them coins still will be available that you could still get stuff after they do whatever it is they want to do when they shut
Right.
money down. People will still take them coins because it's a natural resource. So
Exactly.
they'll take that and you can get stuff for it. So
I
now
want to hear we have my brother. We got 504 brother on here. We have Mr. Adam. I'm gonna start with 504 brother because he hasn't said nothing in a while. We're gonna mute up just to hear what he has to say, and then we're gonna go back to Alan, then Sister Purple. We're gonna then we're gonna probably end this segment. But I want to tell you guys, man, we rolling tonight, man. We on fire.
Right,
Man,
right.
I don't
All right,
want
let's
to
go.
be.
Let's go with brother 504.
Oh, I was over here cooking, man. I was over here cooking. I'm listening to y'all. That's why I ain't really saying nothing. You did, but yeah,
Okay, you
though,
have
man,
anything
y'all.
to say?
Nah, I'm good, man. Y'all go ahead, man. I'm just saying what I had to say at the beginning. I want to let y'all roll the way y'all roll because I'm
Okay,
talking
we're gonna
nothing
mute
too.
you. We're gonna mute you up, brother. Okay, let's go with Mr. Allen. We're gonna go with Alan Smith.
All right, all right. I'm like between the two brothers. I was telling Rainstorm and the other brother. I'm not. Let me know the other brother name that was speaking about
That
the currency.
that's 504 brother Rainstorm. That's Sister Purple in the house, and that's and we have Rains. Yeah, we have Rains Alex Plummer
All right. Ask Plumber
and
and all
Alex
right.
Plummer in the house.
That was Rainstorm. Ask Plumber talking about. All right. I need Rainstorm. I'm gonna have to like you have a channel so I can subscribe to it.
I don't have a channel yet, man. I mean, I got my YouTube thing, but I'm about to start my channel because I got drawings and stuff that I've got little characters I've been working on, and I'm trying to get it up and running, man. Because everybody else kicking ass, I'm like, damn, let me throw my hat in the ring, right? You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Well, we're
Peanut,
waiting on you,
fucking,
Rainstorm.
Right.
so
And
I think
but
y'all
you
will
got
dig
a
it,
lot to
man.
say, man. You got a lot to say, and
Well,
you got
you always welcome here on the Indigenous channel.
Yes, and thank you, brother. Thank you very much.
right because I really you and Mr. Plummer y'all been like informative. I'm learning something because like I said, I got to get with you about this indoctrinating self and all that because like that's news to me. Like I've heard it, I've heard it, but I never got delve deep into it and see what the process is and
Yeah.
everything. So I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need to know that, and it's all about us. Like I said, it's back to the basics. We have to educate ourselves so we can educate our children and let this education be a form of a generational thing that's passed down from generation to generation. Sometimes we have gotten to the point where we watching this boob tube all the time and they got us with our pants down. They got us disrespecting our women. Like people don't really understand how big that is. Like
Yes.
disrespecting our women. Like they don't really understand that because really the earth was started on them from the womb of a black woman. Like really black women. You know, like
Trill life.
like for real. Like if we talk about God and the Most High women are the conduits of life. Like for real, yeah, we
Trill
plant a
life.
seed. We plant a seed, but they come through their canal. Like everything is just nurtured and developed inside. So that's real big right there. And that's what the enemy really want from us. And I'm gonna say enemy because that's what it is. Like it's not a kumbaya moment or nothing like that. You got all these planted people implanted in our communities, and they going down here acting like they like Black Lives
You're
Matter,
not saying nothing wrong.
which that's a bunch of bull crap. Which that's a bunch of bull crap, and they talking about Black Lives Matter, but you have all these white people setting fires and everything in black communities. Like I posted something on Facebook the other day. A sister in New York gave them hell and told them take this shit up to Manhattan and up to the corporate America. This is not where you need to be burning that. You know what I'm saying? So these are implants about this Black Lives movement to really keep their hands and be able to control the movement. See, that's what Black
Okay.
I
Lives
do.
Matter is about. It's
I
about
want to say.
Okay.
I
being.
want
Check
to
this
say
out.
one thing though. I want to say one thing. Not to cut
Go ahead,
y'all
brother.
off.
Go ahead.
Huh? All right. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, what I want to say is, do yourself a favor, man, and go on the Black Lives Matter website and go look up the go on there and go research and look where all the money that's being donated to go see where it's going.
Right.
Then you're gonna know and you're gonna see there's a propagandist agenda.
Right.
Yes.
I heard you
You
saying
see what I'm
earlier that,
saying?
that it go to Blue Lives or something. It goes to a Blue page or something. Earlier in
Blue
the
lives. Yeah,
yeah,
go on there, go look how they giving millions of dollars to matter of fact, they gave Bernie Sanders. They know they donated over $10 million to Bernie Sanders campaign alone.
knowing he wasn't gonna win though.
And do you know why? Do you know why that they do that? Because his support his support to young people and most of the young people and unfortunately are what, and I'm gonna be quiet about that, but anyway, we have to understand that we setting the stage, our voices are going to be heard. Our
What-
voices are going to be heard on the indigenous channel, because I'm going to make this channel the indigenous channel. We are going to be heard, and I'm going to open my panel up every weekend for everybody to be heard, because I don't care if I like it or dislike what the hell you got to say. It is what it is. Us indigenous people have to stand together. We have to stand
Yeah.
together. I
well,
don't care if you dislike, you don't think what I'm saying as far as culture and the things that I say wrong. If you think that you don't, that I'm saying that we're not from Africa, I don't give a damn. If you think you're from Asia, I don't care.
Right.
If you're
Right. Exactly.
melanated, if you're melanated and you for the cause, come to this channel. We're here to bring a bridge together. But I know
Right.
where I'm from.
That's why
I'm
we
from
love
Exactly.
this
you, big
state
bro. That's why we
of
love you.
America.
That's
Okay.
Exactly.
why we. That's
So for
why we
those
love
who
you, big
don't
bro.
like it, shove it up your goddamn ass and go
That's
somewhere
why we.
else
That's why we
where
love you.
this channel may not be for you. But for those who want to learn more
And
about
we're not saying
themselves,
nothing
who are
aggressive tonight.
conscious believers about themselves, we love you. We want you here. This
okay,
is a
check
channel of an open dialogue.
check this out. Check this out real quick. On the same token you just speaking on, you said you just said the man got the seed and all that. I respectfully disagree. Like I listened to the indigenous one, right? His channel, and he was on earlier. And him
Right.
and brother Rick Moon, right? Tight channel. And he's one of the first cats I've listened to like 3, 4 years ago, if not longer. The man don't carry the seed. We don't.
No,
The woman got to see you just fertilizing the goddamn thing. That's it, because she's walking around for 9 months, feed everything she eat, the baby eat, yada 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 yada. But we got so many people going, yeah, the man plant his
So,
seed.
so you so
What
you're gonna
about
debate me. You got rainstorm. You're gonna take the time to debate me on
bro.
who had the right seed, who made that
Hold,
plant. God
Now
damn it! Let me tell you
hold
something,
on, big.
Rainstorm.
I'm really the
Hold on,
one that
peanut.
said
Whether
that.
I put it in the plant,
Big brother,
if
no,
peanut.
she
Hold
is
up.
the one
Let
to
no.
me
mold,
let me let
she
me
is.
answer. Let me
Listen,
answer.
listen. I
Can I
want you to
answer his
understand.
question?
There's no
Big
me.
big brother
There's
peanut. Can
there.
I answer his
Listen.
question?
There's no she
One
without
at a
me.
time.
Listen.
Big
There's. I want to. I want. Let me talk to Mr. Rainstorm. There's no she without me. There's no me without she. We are
That
both important in this dialogue,
I
I
and
mean,
because
you're
she
you're
can't
right.
even get that plant fertile without me speaking.
Exact. Well, no,
Without the speech, you can't
she
even.
can't.
You
That's
can't
true.
even
Thank
grow.
you.
No,
big
no.
It
big
will
What
brother,
I'm
resuscitate.
big
saying,
Go,
brother
go,
what
hold,
I'm
peanut.
hold on. Let Rainstone, let them have a dialogue, and the brother trying to come
Big
behind them. So let me hear what you're saying.
what I'm
big
saying
brother peanut.
is that
Let me
I'm
these
messing with Ray's Tom, y'all. Y'all don't
no
understand where.
nobody's feet wouldn't touch the fucking ground without their mama. I
Come
mean,
on
they
now.
even show you that in the
I'm
Bible.
good with
They
that.
talking about
I'm good with
you
that.
talking about two men. Okay, God made, okay, the God, that's what they say in the Bible, right? God was, he was, and it was, da da da, all that. And then all of a sudden he made Adam. So he up there walking around, and then he say, oh, I'm lonely. And then all of a sudden God say, okay, I'm gonna put you to sleep, take a rib out, and make this woman. What kind of dumb shit is you talking about? There's no
okay.
way. You can't get
Right.
here without a woman. There is no way. I don't want to hear about, he said, hocus
Well,
pocus and abracadabra shit. Because you got to
Rainstorm.
remember, even I hear you. Just give me 1 second. I'm just saying that you got to remember that the female. I mean, you got fucking sea lions, and nature shows you that you got motherfuckers that can reproduce without the male that made males, and then it transcended. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no
But
motherfucker. What
rainstorm,
about the times
rainstorm,
that?
Well, hold
brother,
on.
but
Let him
rainstorm,
let
brother
him
I'm
finish
rainstorm.
finna
saying.
back you
I
up,
have stated this on many
Rainstorm.
times.
I'm
For
finna
those
back
who
you up.
rainstorm, for those who watch my videos, rainstorm.
I'm
Listen.
listening.
For those who watch my videos, for those who watch my videos, I always message the for the mother, and her child. The closest thing to the child is the mother. The child and the mother has the connection in the womb.
Mm-hmm.
We will never have that connection because we're only the seed dweller. We only put in what she has already had.
Right, right, right.
Okay. What?
We
What?
only
Okay.
put in what she has already has. That means she has the seed. We complete the seed, my brother.
I get that. But what I'm saying is, why do they call it Mother Nature instead of Father Nature?
All right, all
Well,
right, all
that's
right.
well,
Now
I'm,
that's
I'm
semantics.
finna.
European
That
term.
that
That's what I
that
was
that
saying.
that's
Brainstorm.
And
I'm
semantics right
finna.
there.
I,
The
Can I
other
back
brother
you
trying
up
to
on
back
this?
you up, though. I want to
brainstorm,
hear what you got to say.
I agree
I,
with you
I gotta back you
because
up
they
on this,
just
and
recently
I'm
released.
finna. I'm finna go. I'm finna go
I mean,
and back
a woman,
brainstorm up on this.
has, her Mother Nature visits her, right? Let's keep it clean, right? And then, okay, that
Mhm.
seed is not being used, so it's gone. And then
Right.
she produced another seed. What about all the niggas out here jacking off? You mean all these
Oh,
goddamn seeds is everywhere?
all right.
That don't make no sense.
All
But
right.
we
If
You
were,
you go
do
back in,
because they
if you
can't
go back to
complete.
the true
A man
history,
that's jacking off
but we
is
psychedelic.
jacking off to
Our
himself. A
testosterone
man that's jacking off
psychedelic though.
rainstorm. A man that's jacking off, he can't complete his mission. He has
Yeah.
a bunch of babies inside of him that he can't complete. Okay, he
Only
can't
thing,
reach the egg.
the
He
only
can't reach
thing
the
though,
egg.
right? But the only thing
But
is
that
this:
egg has
there's
to be
one
used for
egg.
that
There's
sperm to
one
reach.
egg. Go ahead, sis.
The
Go ahead,
sperm
sister.
is actually directed by the egg. The egg chooses which sperm it will accept. The rest of the
Mm-hmm.
sperm is
Yes,
refused. But there's only the egg will choose the sperm that it wants. So that's why you can have a lot of men hit the same woman back to back and she doesn't get pregnant.
and that
Because at the end of
yes,
the
she
day,
won't
it's
get pregnant.
that chooses the sperm.
Yeah,
no, you
because
gotta go back.
The woman
You gotta
chooses
go back
the
to
woman
the.
chooses the sperm. You can get one woman. Listen, listen. That you can have one woman, and she can have multiple men. She can have six men sleeping with her. There can be a big ass orgy going on. But that one man that chooses that one sperm that egg chooses can get to that egg. So that is an education thing, my brother. But
yeah,
but look,
But it
as
still
far as
need to see. It still need to see.
who is the creator, who's the I, the
I'm still
listen,
going back to
I can never
rainstorm.
do what my wife has done, and I can sit here
And
and
that's
tell you guys,
real. That's real. Speak on it.
when I went in, when I went in, and I want to speak on this before I close. This is gonna be my closing thing. When I went in, and my wife had my full beautiful son, and I'm gonna let it end like this. It was the most traumatic thing I ever seen. I could not believe a woman was that strong.
yeah.
My wife held four beautiful sons, beautiful boys,
Mm-hmm.
and she brought these boys here. There's no place in this world. There's no body stronger than a woman. A man cannot allow a baby to go through his food.
That's why
That
I'm saying the
woman
whole point of
is
the
the
man
creator.
ain't carrying no fucking seed. We're not carrying seed.
Yes,
But
but
but but
but we
I
are.
want
But
I
I have
want
to disagree with you.
scientifically.
A
Hold up.
seed goes into the egg.
But you got to
So
realize that
that's
you
the
got to
only
break
thing
that
I
thing.
disagree with you is the fact that the seed goes into the egg. That means the seed,
No,
the egg needs
I
something.
just
Hold up,
want to
hold
make
up, hold up,
It
hold
rainstorm
up.
needs
You got
something
to break
clear.
to be
everything
built.
down.
So
no,
maybe
I
no.
just want to make
I don't
rainstorm
mind.
clear.
I don't mind being educated about. We can. You and I can go back and forth with this.
I
But
just
No,
want to make
it,
rainstorm.
point. I
Oh,
know
it
what
oh,
he's
ain't it
saying.
oh.
ain't
I just
it
want to
There's
ain't
make the
not
gotta
point.
be
one
a,
without the other, Mr. Rainstorm.
it's
Nah, you
not
can't, you
about
There's
can't,
no
you
It's
one.
can't,
it's
you
from
There's
can't,
not one.
you
Two
can't have it.
lesbians can't make no baby.
Simply,
Two
y'all
two
also
faggot
talk at
men
the
can't
same
make no
time.
baby. Yep.
Go ahead,
can
go.
I make
All right. Let
rainstorm
him speak.
point?
Let him
I
speak.
know what he's saying. I'm gonna prove it to y'all.
All right, go ahead. Go
And
ahead.
and I hate to do it. I hate to do it
No,
because I
educate
don't
me, man.
I don't like the
Educate
Bible.
me. Huh?
If you go to Genesis,
Right.
when he created man in his image.
Right.
What was his image? It was spiritual.
Right.
So you had
Exactly.
spiritual beings. Okay. Then in the next chapter, you had physical beings,
Right.
Adam and Eve. Put
Mm-hmm.
that pulling the real part, that's garbage. But even though it happened, okay, you had Cain and Abel, and then
Right.
they married. What did they come from? But at the same time, you go to the comics, you had the Amazon women. They did not have male, go to the comics. The comic actor, Superwoman,
Mm-hmm.
woman,
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Uh-huh.
They came from, well, they did not have and they had babies. But what I'm trying to say is the
Oh
backup rainstorm point. You
no.
got you got insects that don't have to have nothing to have sex to have babies, like roaches.
But we
Queen
can't
bees
compare the
and
two.
shit.
But we can't compare. We scientifically or nothing. We can't compare the two. They even have frogs to where if they have an overflow of men or whatever, they will change themselves into women. Like they will change gender, whatever, so they can reproduce. I get it. Rainstone when he talked about that, that is true. But that is because nature, like he said, Mother Nature or whatever, has
Hey,
it's slanted. It's slanted. The DNA has been slanted, so now we got to balance it off.
okay, you guys. Alan,
Hmm.
I gotta go, y'all. I have something I have to do, but I want to tell you every Sunday we're gonna come on at 4 o'clock, sometimes at 3 o'clock, and I am so grateful to the panel. Thank you guys for showing up for me. Also subscribe and press a like. Please share the video, okay? Please share the video and and like I said, please press a like to the if you don't like the video, press a dislike. But
Hmm.
also, like I told you guys, we this is what I have to tell y'all. This was my best bill. I have done we have done a lot of panels. I just have to say this was the best bill today.
It
Okay,
was an honor,
so
brother.
I'm gonna
Every
end this
honor to me
segment.
as
I have
well, man.
something I have to say. And
Awesome, awesome.
Rainstorm, you and I are gonna have a lot of talk. Okay, so
Me
Yes,
I
we
want
too.
you
I
to
will.
want to talk to
and
Rainstorm and
you
Alex Plummer
always
myself,
Rainstorm. You're always welcome to the panel.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Rainstorm, you and
and Purple
I,
Love.
we got dialogues to build. You and I are gonna be this. Is we're gonna be the power of the indigenous. Okay, so but I want to listen. You
Shout out to
guys,
STL. My
if
wife
you
said
love
right
my
now.
channel, you support my channel. If you guys support my cat, yeah. If love my channel and you want to help me, I have a cash app. It's Peanut Nola 504. If you're $2, $3, whatever you want to do to help support the channel, please, if you want to donate, my cash app is Peanut Nola 504. For those, share to the people of the panel, the people that's on this panel. I want you guys to subscribe to the people of this panel. If you subscribe to me, subscribe to them so we can build together. Okay, we want to be one big
Yes,
family.
sir.
But I
Yes,
want to tell you
sir.
guys, peace and blessings. All glory goes to the Most High. I want quick summer. Miss Purple, what do you have to say? Yeah, hi and bye.
Um, I just want to say thanks everybody for coming. Rainstorm, do you have like an Instagram or something? or no?
No, ma'am. I just put my email in the chat though. I'm not big on
Okay.
Facebook and Instagram. My son been trying to get me on it, and he kind of tricked me in a way. But I just sent my email in the chat. So,
Okay.
and then I talk on like my
That's
son
Okay.
taught me into that, all
Okay,
that.
Mr. Allen, I gotta go, y'all. Mr. Allen, what you gotta say?
Yeah. Oh, I enjoyed it. It's been a pleasure. It's been
Mr. Allen
I've been
Smith.
educated. Yeah, can you hear me? Hello,
Yeah, we
hello,
can
can
hear
y'all
you.
hear me?
Yeah, we can
We
hear
hear
you.
both of y'all.
All right, all right. Well, I'm just saying it's been a pleasure to speak to the people on the planet, Lord. The
Okay,
panel.
now, Allen, you
Hold
had,
up, I ain't even started yet.
okay, go on.
All right, and then I'm just saying, and I want to get with some of you guys too on that because we got
Okay,
to really
once
finish
again,
the
I want to tell
conversation.
y'all, I don't know what happened to Allen, but once again, thank you guys for coming on the panel and showing your love. Alex, do you
No,
have anything to
they
say?
heard me.
Okay, Mr. Rainstorm, do you have anything to say?
Oh no, just peace, safe travels, and it's an honor to talk to everybody that's on the panel and in the chat.
Okay, you guys, love you guys. Y'all, peace and blessings.
Peace.
Peace.